Welcome to the Game Sense Football Podcast. I'm Ewen, and he's Nas.
Hello.
And in today's episode, we are looking through what happened throughout the Premier League last season. And as a fun way of sorts, we're going to do it in the form of a quiz once again. Yes, hands up. Who's sick of quizzes? No?
Not me.
No, not you? Hands up. Who's sick of, seeing me lose?
Not me.
And before we start, just have to mention we are on Instagram. So do give us a follow at Game Sense Football. Or you could drop us an email. You could reach us at gamesensefootball@gmail.com. Yep. So as mentioned, we'll be having our quiz this episode, and here with us is our friend Kesh, and Kesh also runs a podcast of his own with some of his buddies. He'll tell you more about it later on. So stay around and play along with us. Let's get into it. Hello, Kesh. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi. Thanks for having me, man.
Good to have you on. Okay, we hear that we don't hear that. We know that you have a podcast of your own as well, football podcast. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about it.
Well, our channel is called the AOS Podcast, short for any other score. So, like how betting in Singapore pools, any other score.
Gamble responsibly.
Yeah, but it's a completely non-gambling related podcast. We basically just talk about anything football related and really anything under the sun.
And what's your channel?
You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and you can just search AOS Podcast and you'll see it. Yeah.
Very good.
Cool.
Very good.
Very good. So you guys heard that. Follow his podcast.
I'm 100 followers short to 1,000, Bryce. Help me out.
Help them out.
Help them
indeed.
out.
And help us out as well. You follow us as well if you're listening to this.
Yeah, you're following as well.
Okay. Nas, shall we get this show on the road?
Yes. So it's the latest edition of the Game Sense Football Podcast quiz, and we will see our guest Kesh go up against our usual host or co-host, depending on who you're asking, Ewen. And the focus of the quiz this week is going to be the 23-24 EPL season, so the one that has just gone. Long-time listeners will know that we try to have the format of the quiz be listener-friendly, so we will pause on most of the questions so everyone listening has a bit of time to play along. And there will be a few different categories and certain formats for each question, which I will explain as we go along. Okay?
All right.
Just
go easy for me, Ewan.
yeah.
That's what everybody says, and everybody ends up winning. So,
Okay. So, one question first to decide who starts. Okay.
wow.
Shout out the answer when you know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the question here: which Premier League team was just fined £2 million for 22 instances of delaying kickoffs in the last two seasons?
Man City.
Correct. Kesh has got it. 22
Wow.
times they've delayed kickoffs, and they got a £2 million fine, not related to those 115 charges, but
115, huh?
that's
Yeah.
not going to help their balance. Yeah.
All right, Cash, go easy on me, man.
Yeah, I mean, grand scheme of things, 2 million isn't really anything to them, but oh well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Symbolic slap on the wrist.
Okay, so Kesh, you'll start, and I've split the questions into categories, okay? So you pick which category you want to go first. So here are the categories. Do you want to go chart toppers? I wouldn't want to be him. Buy one, get one free kick. Fact or fantasy. Devils in the details. Or friendly competition.
Wow, that's a lot of categories, man.
So many categories.
We might not go through all depending on how quickly you guys answer. But
You're doing yourself here, man. Nas.
Well, as the start of the season is coming, I think we should recognize the chart toppers, man.
chart toppers.
All right.
Question number 1. Alan Shearer has got the most goals in Premier League history, very famously. But which current player in the Premier League is highest on the list of all-time scorers? Current player who is still in the Premier League.
As in the guy still playing right now.
Yes. Still playing in the Premier League right now. It's not a trick question. You don't have to think too hard about this.
It's not a trick question. As you would say, normally, it's always not a trick question.
So Ewen and Kesh have both said in answers, different answers. Okay.
Of course.
Kesh, can you share your answer?
I went with Mo Salah.
Oh,
And Ewen?
yeah. I went with Lukaku.
Lukaku. So Lukaku has got a lot of goals, but Salah is top on 157. He's 10th on the list overall.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So Kesh storming into an early lead.
Maybe if I don't take an early lead for once, I
Yeah,
can actually win in the end.
Ewan usually starts well and fades away. Like me when I go on a run.
Yeah.
Okay, still on chart toppers. If you look at the top 10 all-time Premier League assists, you have players like Giggs and all who are very high. Giggs, Fabregas, top two, if I'm not wrong. But there are two current players in the top 10 all-time who are still playing in the Premier League. Who are they? 1 point per correct answer.
Mm.
I would say that one is a quite obvious one and the other one less so.
I'm trying to remember if he actually assisted as much as he scored.
You've both gone with KDB as your first name, and I'll tell you, he's second with 112.
Huh.
And Kesh, your second name is Mo Salah again. And Ewan,
My second name is Bernardo Silva.
can you explain your working?
Man City have scored a lot of goals, and whatever that KDB doesn't assist, Bernardo Silva assists.
Kesh, you went with Salah.
Yeah, I went with Salah because I remember last season he was also gunning for top playmaker award as well. He missed out to Ollie Watkins, I think, with that one, but it wasn't that far off, I think, as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And Salah has been there quite long now. However, he's not been there as long as James Milner, who is 9th on the list.
James Milner.
James Milner with 89 assists over in total.
Where's he now?
Oh.
Brighton?
Brighton, yes.
I forgot he was still playing.
Yeah. Still on playmakers, Bruno Fernandes last season created the most chances in the Premier League, 114. Okay. Who was in second place?
Guessing at best right now because everybody remembers the guy on top. Nobody remembers number two.
Yes.
Stab in the dark.
Stab in the dark. And you both stabbed in the same direction in the dark. You have both gone with Cole Palmer. You're both wrong. Not a bad guess, okay? But number 2, Bruno was 114. Number 2 is Pascal Gross, 103.
I would never have gotten that.
Yeah. He's just gone to Dortmund, I think. And Martin Odegaard, 102.
Yeah, so I had an Arsenal guy in my mind, just couldn't remember the name. But anyway, I would have gotten it wrong. So
yeah. So still 2-1 to Kesh. Next question. Which player had the most goal contributions last season? So goals plus assists in the Premier League.
Should be him.
Who have you gone with, guys?
Cole Palmer.
Yeah, I went with Cole Palmer too.
Cole Palmer. Always Cole Palmer. And Cole Palmer is correct. 22 goals, 11 assists in one season. That's quite sick.
Yes.
So in Europe, he was behind only Kane and Mbappe, 44 and 34 respectively, in the top 5 leagues. So 6 English players. If you look at the top 10 goal scorers in the Premier League, there have been 6 players. 6 players last season, okay? So this question, you have a choice. Name as many of those players as you can. You get 1 point per correct answer, but -1 per wrong answer.
6 English goal scorers.
Must be English nationals.
English nationals in the top 10.
Struggling to even think about who are in the top few teams or what in the Premier League right now. Suddenly blank.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka is English.
He is English. Yes. I will just go with these.
I just went with who got picked for England Euro 2024.
That's not a bad way to look at it. So, Ewan, can you share your answers?
Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, Ollie Watkins.
Yep. So those are 3 correct answers. Kesh went with 5. Okay. He went with those 3 plus another 2. So who are the two others you went for, Kesh?
I put in Jared Bowen and Bukayo Saka.
Both correct as well. So
Wow.
Hey,
Was Ivan Toney as well?
no, the last
No.
one is Dominic Solanke.
Solanke.
oh, yeah, freak.
Final question in this category.
Mm-hmm.
Here, there is going to be an option for the player that is behind. And in this case, that's Ewen, who is behind 5-8. I'll tell you what the question is, and you can decide whether or not to take the question. But if you say yes, you're going to take the question, you both try to answer.
Okay.
Okay? So the question is, in the top 10 for all-time number of shots on goal in the Premier League, who are the current Premier League players in the top 10? I'll tell you there are 5. So same, you get 1 point per correct answer, -1 per wrong answer. So do you want to do this question?
Shots on goal.
I want to answer no, but let's have fun, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
Of
let's
course.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it. I think I'll lose, but let's do it.
You can just bounce the answers off each other now. Okay. Five of the top 10 are currently playing. Who do you think they are?
I would think Salah should be up there.
Yeah. So the first name actually for me, I was gonna say Salah, man.
Salah is 4th all time, behind Kane, Rooney, and Aguero.
All-time shots on goal.
Shots on goal.
Romelu Lukaku.
Lukaku is 7th, behind Van Persie and Defoe.
Wow.
Salah has 412. Lukaku has 331.
So we
there's-
actually have the top 2 of the
Correct.
active ones already.
I'm trying to think whether Rashford might be in there because
He
But-
shoots a lot and doesn't score that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
correct.
he's been there longer than people realize because
Correct.
he's not a kid anymore. But
Yep,
Rashford
yep,
is not on this list.
A name that will come to mind might be, I don't know, Gabriel Jesus.
Not Gabriel Jesus. The guy in 10th place won the Premier League once for his team.
Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy is 10th with 300 shots. So the other two are Raheem Sterling and Son Heung-min.
Son came to mind, but I don't know. I just didn't think.
I would never have guessed on, even though he scored like quite a number of goals last
Yeah.
season. But
Because you
Correct.
think that he scores a lot, but he doesn't shoot a lot, right?
yeah,
Correct.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his name came into my head, but it got out of my head like, just as quickly.
Okay, so end of round 1, Kesh is ahead 8-5. So Ewen, you can choose the next category. And to recap, I wouldn't want to be him. Buy one, get one free kick. Fact or fantasy. Devils in the details or friendly competition.
Let's go with Devils in the details.
Devils in the details. So, Kesh, who do you support?
United.
Of course, because we have another United fan on today, this is our Manchester United category. Devils in the details. So, first question. Which Manchester United player completed the highest percentage of his dribbles last season? And this is the Opta definition, where a dribble doesn't necessarily have to mean you're going past somebody. It just means you're carrying the ball at least 5 meters and don't lose position.
So technically, like Harry Maguire could win it.
Yes, like in the Champions League final between City and Inter, John Stones completed like 13 dribbles or something like that, which was historically behind only Messi.
John Stones is almost Messi.
John Stones is almost Messi, correct? Okay, so first question of Devils in the details. Ewan has gone with Garnacho, while Kesh has gone with Bruno Fernandes. I can tell you the answer is Kobe Mainoo. He completed 55% of his dribbles, which is the most since Pogba in 2022. Pogba completed 72% of his dribbles. Okay, so Man United players won Goal of the Month 4 out of 9 months last season. Who were the 4 winners of the award? 1 point per correct answer.
So all 4 are different.
All 4 are different.
We can get the obvious one out of the way.
A lot of overlap. You've both gone with Garnacho and Mainoo. But Kesh has also chosen Rashford and Diego Dalot, whereas Ewan has gone Bruno Fernandes and Rasmus Højlund.
Diego Dalot's
Oh,
goal.
won it. That is the one where he got the assist from Eriksen from halfway line.
You each got 3 points. So Garnacho and Mainoo are correct. Garnacho with the
Yes.
bicycle kick, Kobe Mainoo with that nutmeg
Last
and
week,
curling shot against, I want to say, Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves. Yeah.
Mm.
And the other two is Bruno and Rashford.
Yep.
So 3 points each. Kesh is still ahead, 11-8. So how good are you with mental sums?
Decent.
Not good.
We'll see if the assessment is correct, okay? So in this question, I will give you two Man United players, and you must tell me, okay, two pairings of Man United players, and you must tell me which pairing has the higher total squad number.
Okay.
So first one, is it Bayindir and Onana or Lenny Yoro and Lisandro Martinez? Which one has the higher number, higher combined squad number?
I'm going to butcher this fellow's name spelling.
You've gone with the keepers, Bayindir and Onana. So Lenny Yoro is number 15 and Lisandro Martinez is number 6. So that adds up to 21. At the risk of this show becoming a Let's Do Mental Sums program. Bayindir and Onana alone is 24 and Bayindir is 1. So you're both correct.
I remember Onana being some big number. Just can't remember what number.
Yes.
Next one. Malacia and Ericsson or Pelestri and Mount?
Ericsson still hasn't left, huh?
You've both gone with the same answer, which is Pelestri and Mount.
Mhm.
I'll tell you that there's only one number difference between the two pairings. Pelestri is number 28 and Mason Mount is
Yep.
number 7, which makes 35.
Mhm.
Malacia is 12 and Ericsson is 14, which is 36. So you're both wrong.
Wait. 12 and 14?
Oh, sorry, it's 26. I brought
It's 26.
My math is so bad. Yeah, so you're both right.
Yeah. Okay,
You're
man.
both right.
I mean,
Oh my
honestly,
God, my math.
that was
And
so
I'm the
bad.
one I'm the one keeping score. My God.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
let me
Actually,
open my
maybe I'm
calculator.
leading. Maybe I'm the one leading, actually.
I'll open my calculator now. Okay.
Oh my goodness, that was wow.
Next pair. Yeah, that
Wow.
was very bad. Maybe I'll remove it in the edit. Okay, next
No.
one.
No, keep it in.
Keep it in the edit to show how stupid I am.
Yes.
Okay. So Hannibal and Ahmad or Hoyland and Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Wow, what's Ahmad's number?
So once again, you've gone with the same answers. Hannibal and
same.
Ahmad.
Mhm.
Hoyland is number 9 now, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is 29, which adds up, if my math is right, to 38.
Yeah.
Hannibal alone is 46. So Hannibal
Yep.
and Ahmad is the right answer. Ahmad is number 16, by the way.
I would normally expect all these non-starters, youth players to be like 40-something, 30-something.
Kesh is still ahead by 3 points, 14-11.
Surprisingly.
Well, maybe not so surprising depending on who you ask. Last question of our Manchester United category, okay? We did a bit of mental sums just now. Unfortunately, that carries on a bit here. So, in the Premier League last season, 17 Man United players scored. For this question, I want you to list as many of those goal scorers as you can. You get 1 point per correct answer. But there's a caveat here. If the total number of goals you list down exceeds 12, you get 0 points.
What kind of a question is this?
So you have to gamble.
Wait.
Yeah, let me go with the ones I know.
You don't have to tell me how many goals they have, obviously, but you should have an inkling, or otherwise you might go over my arbitrary limit of 12.
So it must be Premier League goals.
Premier League.
Right?
Premier League goals.
Premier League goals.
Last year.
It's harder to remember the guys who maybe only scored one.
Yeah, that's the point, yeah. And I guess United didn't score that many anyway, right? So
very, very, very tricky. It's a very good question, actually. A very good way, of asking it. But damn.
Kesh, can you share your answers while I tally this up?
Sure. I went with Anthony. He scored that one goal, I remember.
He will
And that was
surprise you
on-
next year. He'll surprise you next year.
I chose Mason Mount. I think he scored one goal as well. Casemiro also had only one. After that, he was very defensive. Played centre back also. Then Christian Eriksen was another choice I had. Hannibal, I remember he scored that one goal when he came on, and like only in a few minutes later after coming on. Dalo, I think, had 2. Varane had 1 headed goal. And Maguire had 2, I think.
Ewen?
Diego Dallo,
Mm-hmm.
Harry Maguire,
Mhm.
Casemiro, Anthony, Kobe Menu. I am not sure how many he's got. Probably 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Got 3.
remember Varane. He's got a late winner or something, right?
Yeah, it was a late winner.
Yeah.
So, okay. So of all the names there, Mason Mount did not score. Kobe Menu scored 3. Maguire scored 2. Dallo scored 2. So nobody went over the mythical threshold of 12.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody gets 0. But in which case, Kesh has got 1, 2, 7 correct. And Ewan has 6 correct.
Wow.
Very good showing, but that actually means Kesh is pulling away a bit. 21 to 17 to Kesh. And that's the
21
end.
to 17.
That's the end of our Man United category. So Kesh, next category is your choice. Do you want I wouldn't want to be him? Buy one, get one free kick? Fact or fantasy? Or friendly competition?
I wouldn't want to be him.
I wouldn't want to be him. Okay?
Okay.
First question. List the players who hit the woodwork at least 4 times last season in the Premier League. 1 point per correct answer, -1 per wrong answer.
There's one fella I know.
How many
One
players
fella
have...
I know definitely there.
There are 7 players.
Oh, okay.
There's one obvious one.
Yeah, there is one obvious one.
And I might have an edge on this because I did some research on this particular stat before I did one video for our channel. Yeah, that we did one video where we dissed this particular player for hitting the woodwork so many times. So we had to look at that stat, but I'm just trying to remember the names from that list now.
Kesh?
I think the obvious one is Darwin Núñez.
Yeah.
Your other 2?
The other 2, I really could not remember my list, the list of the homework that I did that time because it was quite a while ago. But I went with the 2 strikers who had a lot of shots and had a lot of goals in the season as well, which was Watkins and Solanke.
All 3 are correct.
Oh,
Wow.
Yep, another 3 points for Kesh.
Nice. I should have gotten Nunes. I just
Yes.
completely forgot about him.
we joke about him on FIFA.
Yeah, no, we
Yes.
joke about him all the time. Yes, I
All
know.
the
I
time, yeah.
completely forgot about him.
Okay.
I couldn't think of anyone else, so I passed.
Better than getting negative, I guess. So
Yes.
Darwin Núñez, 9 times he hit the woodwork.
Oh,
Jared
man.
Bowen, 5. Ollie Watkins, 5. James Garner at Everton, who moved from United, 4. Carlton Morris at Luton, 4. Dominic Solanke, 4. And Son, 4.
James Garner, interesting.
Yeah, I would never have guessed James Garner.
Yeah,
midfielder.
I would guess him too.
Something else people obviously don't want to do is being caught offside. So there are 5 players who were caught offside more than 20 times in the Premier League last season. Give me 3 of them. Maximum 3. No penalties for wrong answers.
Again, one obvious answer.
One of these 5 is not somebody that most people would get. It's a very, very surprising name. Ewan, can you share with our listeners who you've gone with? Your 3 names.
Darwin Núñez, Ollie Watkins, Jared Bowen.
Núñez, I think, is the obvious one. Bowen and Watkins, very good guesses. Kesh, who have you gone with?
I went with Darwin Núñez, Nicholas Jackson, and Haaland.
Also good answers. I probably would have gone with Watkins and Haaland as well. The answer, though, is Darwin Núñez is top with 33. Nicholas Jackson, 28.
Nice.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 24. Mateta from Crystal Palace, 24. And the 5th one is the surprising one. Abdullah Doucouré from Everton, the central midfielder with 21. What the hell is he doing offside 21 times? I don't know.
Probably they're using him as a, maybe hoof it and hope for the best late in the game.
Probably. Yeah. But I mean, Everton has some weird stats. Like there was a thing where the most common passing combination at Everton was Pickford to Tarkowski. a
Yeah.
passing combination to the final third, and he's your centre back. That's insane. Next one. Which player who was at Copa America 2024 was subbed off 29 times in the Premier League last season, and this is a record? Give me a South American name or a Canadian name.
Jefferson Fafan, Chicharito,
Ewen, you've gone with?
Nicholas Jackson.
And Kesh?
I went with Luis Diaz.
The answer is Andreas Pereira at Fulham.
Oh, yeah.
29 times he got subbed off.
Always running too much without any end product.
Yeah, the pre-season period is what they used to call him. Okay, so here, I'll ask you a question and you go turn by turn to give me one answer per turn. And you get 1 point per answer, okay? You can get 2 wrong answers. And if once you get 2, you're out. And the other player can just take over and clean house if they can. So
Actually,
here's
can
a
I just
chance.
can I just correct this? You can only get one wrong answer, actually, right?
Oh, yes, correct. You can only get 1. I keep saying 2, but you basically, once you get 2 wrong answers, you're out.
I just
That's a
realized this as
better way.
well. Yes, I just realized this as well. Yes.
With that in mind,
Okay.
and again, this category is I wouldn't want to be him, okay? There were 11 penalties missed in the Premier League last season. Name the players who missed them. So, Ewan, because you're behind, you get to go first.
Bruno Fernandes.
Correct.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Which players made you lose points in FPL for missing a penalty?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm trying to remember.
I should really play FPL.
Who did you captain and he didn't, and he missed the penalty?
I'm not wrong. Haaland missed 1.
Alan is correct.
Man, this is not easy. Let's go with Son Heung-min.
Son did not miss a penalty. He did take a couple, but he did not miss. So that's your lifeline gone.
That's my lifeline
Kesh?
gone.
I'm gonna go with Isak.
Isak missed 1 penalty.
Martin Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard also sometimes takes penalties. He did not miss last season. So Ewan, you're out.
Yes.
Okay. Kesh, you have a chance to like pull very far ahead here. There's still a lot of names to go through. So keep going.
I was gonna try the penalty takers lah. Bukayo Saka.
Wrong. So
Shit.
Arsenal, so Saka and Odegaard, who are 2 of Arsenal's regular penalty takers, did not miss in the league. So that's your lifeline gone.
You still can keep going, man. You can just get all correct.
Try the Brentford fella in Buemo.
Mbuemo is wrong. Ewan, lucky escape here.
Lucky escape, but please tell me who else.
So Salah missed 2.
Salah missed 2.
Salah missed 2. João Pedro, Solanke, Enzo Fernandez, Beto for Wolves, Said Benrahma, and Darwin Núñez.
What were they doing letting him take a penalty, man? I guess it was after Salah missed 2, is it?
Yes. So that's the end of I wouldn't want to be him. So the next category. Ewan, do you want to go with buy one, get one free kick?
Yeah, let's just go with that. Come on.
Okay. No prizes
Buy one, get
for
one free
guessing what this is about. Okay. Buy one, get one free kick.
Sounds like penalty takers. Let's go.
Okay. Also, for those keeping score, Kesh is quite comfortably ahead by 28 to 19 now.
28 to 19. Oh,
okay.
Man.
So, last season, how many free kicks in total did James Ward-Prowse, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Bruno Fernandes score last season in total? The person with the closest answer gets the point. And if you tell me exactly how many, you get a bonus point.
Can we exceed and still be in the closer number?
Yes, you can exceed and still be closer. So, James Ward-Prowse, Trent, and Bruno. In total, how many free kicks did they score last year?
I remember having this conversation that the number of free kick goals that we had last season were actually very low.
So, Kesh, how many do you go with?
I went with 4.
And Ewan?
1.
Ewan, you think James Ward-Prowse, Bruno, and Trent together scored 1?
I don't think Bruno scored a free kick goal.
I don't remember Bruno scoring as well.
Yeah.
I can tell you that between these 3 players, they scored one free kick.
Oh,
Whew. I would give it to James Ward-Prowse, if anything.
it was Trent, I think.
Was it?
So who was the only player last season who scored more than one free kick? There's only one.
Oh,
Kesh has his answer.
I don't even know where to start, man.
Maybe it's Wan Bissaka.
Maybe.
he likes Wan-Bissaka a lot. He always vaulted back to me.
All right, let's go.
Could be
My new favorite player.
Kesh. You sent in your answer very quickly. Did you know this?
Yeah, I remembered this because we did talk about it previously in our own channel.
So who
Because
is it?
we had this topic on free kick goals and just how sparsely available it was. There was really so few, but only this one guy stood out, which was Phil Foden. And he's got
Phil
two.
Foden is correct. Ewen went with
Mm.
Cole Palmer, but Phil Foden is the right answer. So only 11 free kicks were scored all season last year,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
2 of them came on the final day. If I'm not wrong, Trent scored one of those 2.
So it's Trent. Okay.
Okay,
So James Ward-Prowse did not score a free kick.
So last question for this, for buy one get one free kick. Okay, there are only 6 current Premier League players with more than 5 free kick goals in their entire Premier League career. I'll tell you who they are. I want
Mm.
you to arrange them in order of goals scored.
Mm.
You get 1 point for the most accurate answer. You get 2 points if you get the whole sequence correct.
Okay.
So here are the players in no particular order. James Ward-Prowse, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Christian Eriksen, James Maddison, Willian, and Ashley Young.
Willian?
Willian.
Wow.
So these are the only current players with more than 5 free kick goals.
Where's Willian at?
Fulham, I believe.
Ah.
Yeah, he's at Fulham.
The names again: James Ward-Prowse, Trent Alexander-Arnold,
Arsenal.
Christian Eriksen, Willian, James Maddison, and Ashley Young. Ewan is 1 off from getting all correct. Ewan went with James Ward-Prowse, Christian Eriksen, Ashley Young, James Maddison, Willian, and Trent in that order. If he had switched Ashley Young and James Maddison, he would have got all correct.
Woo.
So
Oh.
Ward-Prowse 17, Eriksen 8, Maddison 8, Trent 6, Willian 6, Ashley Young 6, which means Kesh actually has got it.
Really?
Yes.
Because you can be in any order from there.
I swear I picked only the first 3, and then after that the rest was like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, James Ward-Prowse clearly a hit is no surprise, but yeah, the rest. I thought Trent would have scored more than 6, to be fair. So
Yeah, I don't remember Trent scoring that many.
I don't like to think
I
about
think
Trent
he scores
having
a lot.
scored that many.
He scores a lot in Europe, I think, in free kicks. So that's the end of buy one get one free kick. All right, so Kesh has extended his lead slightly. All right, so do you want to go with fact or fantasy or friendly competition?
Yeah, let's go with fact or fantasy.
Fact or fantasy?
It's better not be a FPL type
Well,
quiz.
question 1, in fact or fantasy. Julian Alvarez set a record last season playing in 67 Premier League games, where what notable thing has happened? Obviously, he didn't play 67 games last season, but after his 67th Premier League game, what record did he set? Ewan, your answer is?
Not scored a goal.
Kesh, your answer is?
Scored his first goal.
Very, very similar answers. However, he didn't take 67 games to score a goal. The record he set was he played 67 games and none of those games finished 0-0.
Oh,
So 67 Premier League games he played and every game had a goal.
okay.
Next question. I'll give you 2 names. Tell me which player played more last season. Julian Alvarez or Mo Salah?
In terms of starting the game?
In terms of minutes. You have both gone with Mo Salah. And I mean, he's the star attacker for Liverpool.
No, that's Darwin Núñez.
So Mo Salah actually played just about 100 minutes less than Julian Alvarez last season.
Interesting. Is it because Haaland was injured for part of the season?
Alvarez played more than Haaland, yes, last season. He started like 34 games or something like that. Or he played 34 games. Rasmus Højlund or Dominic Calvert-Lewin?
More minutes.
More minutes. You've both gone with Rasmus Højlund? You're both wrong. Dominic Calvert-Lewin actually played more than Rasmus Højlund. When I saw this, I was quite surprised.
I'm quite surprised.
I thought Calvert-Lewin was injured for like majority of the season.
So did I, but
Yes.
he still played more than Rasmus Højlund.
Okay.
Cody Gakpo or Willian? Cody Gakpo, who was tied for top scorer at the Euros. Yep. So
but was not present in the EPL.
Yeah. Ewen has gone with Cody Gakpo and Kesh went with Willian. The answer is actually Willian by a clear margin, over 400, about 400 minutes more than Cody Gakpo.
Oh.
Yeah. I was, again, surprising.
Gakpo didn't play a lot last season.
Yeah.
Because they were trialing Nunes more. That's why so many misses.
Okay, last one for this particular question. Anthony Martial or Ansu Fati?
Oh, this is so close.
I should just give one where somebody plays 100, somebody plays 4,000, just to mess with you.
Yeah, because Martial only played one game, if I'm not wrong.
But did Ansu Fati play any game?
Ewen went with Anthony Martial, who played 445 minutes.
Oh, that's commendable.
Yeah,
So
that's about 444 minutes more than I thought he played.
But 5 games.
And Kesh went with Ansu Fati, 513.
Oh, so close.
Very close.
I just went with Ansu because I don't remember Martial at all.
I mean,
I remember Martial playing. He scored a goal at least, right? I think.
yes, he was one of the goal scorers. Okay, in FPL, there is a filter or sorting metric where you can sort players by points per game.
Yeah.
So tell me, which keeper, defender, midfielder, and forward had the most points per game? 1 point per correct answer.
Not most points, but most points per game.
Correct.
So 4 players: keeper, defender, midfielder, and attacker.
Yes. Keep in mind, like Mo Salah is a midfielder in FPL. I'm not saying Mo Salah is the answer, but Mo Salah tends to be the answer. I will also tell you that none of these players are in my fantasy team this season, for better or for worse. Maybe that shows you how bad my team is. Kesh looks very, very disturbed now.
Yeah, because like for defender, I'm so stuck between Saliba and Pedro Porro.
Okay. So, who did you guys pick as keeper?
I went with Nipples.
Areola.
Areola.
I went with former United keeper, Martin Dubravka.
Martin Dubravka.
Yeah, he was good. I actually think the answer might be Pickford.
The answer is Mark Travers for Bournemouth. He only played like 7 games, but he did very well in those 7 games.
Oh, yeah, it's points per game.
Points per game.
That's the one that you'll be surprising if we got it right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Who's your defender?
I went with Porro.
I went with John Stones.
Mr. Dribble better than Messi, John Stones. Pedro Porro is a good guess, especially first 10 games under Ange Postecoglou, flying wingback, right?
Yeah, because you're scoring a lot.
Scoring and assisting.
And then score goals, get a lot of points.
Correct. But John Stones, City don't concede a lot of points. The answer is actually a combination of the both in terms of which team had the most clean sheets and also which defender also scored and assisted is Ben White. Because he played right back and he scores headers.
Yes.
And Arsenal had like 18 clean sheets or something.
And he still doesn't get into the England team.
Midfielder?
I probably don't have it. Mine's Cole Palmer.
Yeah, I went with Salah.
The answer is Cole Palmer. And your forward, you both went with
Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
It's obviously Haaland. Come on.
Yeah.
He didn't play much, but he would score when he played. So
correct. Okay. Last question for this category now. Okay.
Yeah.
It's multiple choice.
Okay.
I'll give you 4 names, and you must tell me which of the 4 was selected by the most players in FPL.
Right.
Alisson, Emi Martinez, David Raya, Jordan Pickford.
I went with Raya.
I would go with actually Emi Martinez.
Why David Raya?
When he came on Arsenal, he was a top choice for FPL, that's for sure. Because of the clean sheets and with a lot of people were playing the Raya and Saliba or Gabriel in defense and Saka Odegaard midfield as their choice for FPL. So
Well, that is good instincts. David Raya, almost 23% of all players pick David Raya. Yep. Emi Martinez, 13%. Alisson, 10%. Pickford, 18%. Okay, next one. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Pedro Porro, Kieran Trippier, or Kyle Walker.
I'm sticking with Porro.
Pedro Porro in FM for years has been bloody amazing. So stupidly good, Pedro Porro. Like he's one of those like Javier Saviola kinds where people who've been playing FM, once Spurs bought him, was like, oh man, they have got a star.
I would go with
Yeah.
Trippier.
Trippier was out for quite a while for injury.
So Trent, 21%. Trippier, 14%. Kyle Walker, 9%. But Pedro Porro, 25%.
Oh.
Pedro Porro. Next one, the midfielders. Gabriel Martinelli, James Maddison, Eberici Eze, or Luis Diaz.
Eze.
Yeah, Eze. I will pick Eze.
I would pick Eze.
You're both picking Eze over winger Martinelli, James Maddison with his 8 free kicks, and Luis Diaz, who Kesh thought was subbed off 29 times.
James Maddison had 8 free kicks in his lifetime
in his
the Premier
lifetime.
League.
Yeah.
I would go for Eze. Perfect selection for between all of these.
Martinelli, 4.2%. James Maddison, 5.6%. Luis Diaz, 6.6%. Eberici Eze, 32.9%.
Yep.
Clear winner. Okay. Last one.
Mhm.
Alexander Isak, Cody Gakpo, Julian Alvarez, or Jamie Vardy.
Cody Gakpo.
So,
I'm going with Isak because of Newcastle's fixtures in the first 4 weeks.
I can tell you, Julian Alvarez, who, as we have just found out, has never been a part of a 0-0, 3.2%. I guess also because he's at the Olympics, so might miss the start of the season. Jamie Vardy, who was, I think, 10th in the all-time shots on goal list, 6.2%. Cody Gakpo, 7.5%. Alexander Isak, 55%.
Wow. Is he cheap? That's why?
No, they are bloody expensive this time around. He's 8.5
It's the fixtures. It's the fixtures.
Yeah, it's the fixtures, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that category. There's only one category left. It's a short one, and it's called friendly competition.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'll read to you the friendlies which have been played by a particular team. You must tell me who this team is, which Premier League team this is.
Okay.
First one. Leyton Orient, Bournemouth, Man United, Liverpool, Leverkusen, Lyon. Confident?
No. First name that came to my head. That's all.
Interestingly, you have both gone with Arsenal, and it's correct. I find it very strange when teams in the same league play each other in friendlies. It annoys me.
I find it annoying that teams in the same league have to go to another country to play each other.
Yeah.
In a friendly.
It's all for money.
Yeah.
All for money.
Some of these things are very big money spinners.
Especially in the US.
Okay, next one. Kashima Antlers, Tokyo Verdy, QPR, Villarreal. Kesh has gone for Spurs and Ewen has gone for Chelsea. Unfortunately, you're both wrong.
Oh.
The clue was Kashima Antlers and Tokyo Verdy.
Yeah.
Japanese player.
Brighton. Last one for this category. Hearts, QPR, Vissel Kobe, Team K-League, Bayern Munich. The first game against Bayern Munich was played in Seoul.
So it's the team with Park Ji-sung. Okay,
QPR
right.
used to have Barkley, so
I guess so.
okay. You both gone with Spurs. Why?
Korean player.
Yeah.
Wolves have a Korean player.
Yeah, but Son is more popular than the fella.
Yeah. I used to work for the team that brought the company that brought Spurs to Korea a few years ago to play Sevilla and Team K League, and I tell you, the reception that Son got was like mega rock star. You know, when you see videos of like how people react to like Michael Jackson or whoever crying and fainting in the stadium, that was happening for Son.
He's like God level, man. Same level as God over there.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously they play Bayern twice because Bayern also have Kim Min Jae.
Yes, Kim Min Jae.
Yes, correct.
United wanted him. United
Yeah,
didn't get him.
correct. So there was actually one more round. I did do a Who Am I round, but I decided not to include this because, like I said, the questions weren't very strong. But for fun, we can quickly go through.
Mm,
No points, okay?
yeah.
Here's the first one. Born on Christmas Eve in 1998 in Santa Rosa.
Where's Santa Rosa?
Testing your geography, okay?
I suck
I mean,
at geography.
it's not even a test, man. I never heard of it.
Yeah. He scored 2 goals in 31 appearances for his country. Next clue, I have a brother that is named after a character that has appeared in a film speaking to Donald Trump. I won the World Cup and Copa America. My career trajectory has been Argentinos Juniors, Brighton, Boca Juniors, Brighton, Liverpool.
Argentinian guy.
Hmm.
Who? I know. McAllister.
Alexis McAllister, who has a brother named Kevin McAllister.
Oh, in
From
Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Home Alone.
Next one. Born in Ursubil in Gizpokwa. Gipuzkoa.
So if you don't get this right, it's because you can't pronounce the name
Maybe.
of the place.
We all know I can't pronounce names. Played alongside Xabi Alonso, Andrea Pirlo, and Inaki Williams. 3-time Copa del Rey runner-up, 2009, 2012, 2015.
Nice.
Played over 500 games for Bilbao. Took over from Gary O'Neill in June 2023.
Iraola.
Yes. Andoni Iraola.
I think I know why I'm like losing so badly because you didn't include this category. I think I usually do quite okay for this
to be fair,
category.
Ewen is usually very, very good at this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is something I'm not very good at.
Okay. Next one. Born in Novo Hamburgo in 1992. His paternal family is of German descent. And this past summer, he played at one of the major international tournaments, starting 4 games.
Go on.
That tournament is the Copa America.
Mm-hmm.
He has played over 200 EPL games and scored 1 goal.
Defender. Come on.
He is known as the Holy Goalie.
Goalie.
So he's a South American keeper who has scored once in the Premier League.
Emi Martinez.
Martinez never scored.
I don't think he's holy, man.
Yeah, he did not score, right?
No, but he did not. He did not.
I cannot believe you cannot remember this keeper scored. It was during COVID.
I listened.
Alisson.
Yep.
So I think you can see why I didn't make that an official round. Not as strong as I would have liked. But yeah, Ewen, I mean, that being said, Ewen demonstrating that that's more or less his specialty round. He got almost all of it. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So I guess maybe if Kesh wants to be modest and kind, he can say that's why Kesh has become the winner, the latest winner of the Game Sense quiz.
No. Well deserved.
Yeah.
You know your stats.
Yeah,
That's
good
good.
knowledge.
And you know the facts. Yep.
Yeah.
The truth is that Nas still isn't happy that he lost that quiz
first
against
quiz.
me. The first quiz.
The first quiz, which was 100% Who Am I?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so Kesh has come out ahead, quite
Nice
comfortably
one.
ahead. Generally, I think it was closer than what the score suggests, but yeah, good game, Kesh. And Ewen?
Yeah, nice one, Kesh.
Nice. Good game.
Good job.
Yeah, and thank you again, Kesh, for coming on the show. Can you tell our listeners again where to find your show?
Yeah, so look for us on TikTok or IG and just search for AOS Podcast.
Okay, so Kesh, anything in particular that our listeners can look forward to on the AOS podcast in the next few weeks?
Yeah. So over the next 2 weeks, I guess, the
Mm.
channel's going to be releasing we're going to be putting up our predictions on the upcoming EPL season. So picking our title winners, top four to Champions League, who's going to qualify for Europa Conference League, as well as who we think might be our surprises of the season, as well as our flops.
Is it Anthony?
No.
Is it Darwin Nunes?
Darwin not going to be a surprise. We'd be surprised if he actually scores.
Okay, so let's all look forward to hearing Kesh and his team go through all the teams, and Kesh can go back to AOS land and bask in the glory of his game sense win. No trophy. We don't have the budget for that, so we're still working on that.
Maybe we need one of those Patreon things,
Yeah. Or OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yes.
Yeah, we need to be sponsored by Manscaped.
Or NordVPN.
Yeah. Or Raid Shadow Legends. Sponsors aside, thank you, Kesh, and well played again. We will speak again very soon.
Yes, good game. I'm gonna play FPL this year, and you come back next year, and we're gonna do this again.
Oh yeah, talking about FPL, we do have a link on our Instagram channel. If you look in our bio, to actually just join our FPL league that we've created, and just for fun, if you come and if at the end of the season you top the table, if you get something from us.
If you set up your team quickly, you can still include Romelu Lukaku before he leaves.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so there you have it. That's our quiz before the start of the next Premier League season. How did you do? Did you do as badly as me?
I don't think you did that badly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I did that badly, but Kesh knew his stuff. So,
Yes.
props to him.
Well deserved.
Well-deserved win, definitely. Let us know whether you got all correct, or, do you think maybe if you didn't play FPL, you would be struggling like me?
How many times did you guess Darwin Nunes?
How many times do you guess Darwin Nunes? Or Mo Salah, for that matter?
Or Mo Salah.
Yes. So, once again, do let us know what you think about this episode. You could leave a comment down below, or follow us on Instagram at GameSenseFootball, or drop us an email on gamesensefootball@gmail.com. So till the next episode, we shall see you.
See you guys. Another loss for Ewen.
Shit.